For the past 3 months, an investigation is being conducted into the Delhi riots that peaked to coincide with the arrival of US President Donald Trump. Now, Times Now's internal security editor Nikunj Garg has accessed details of the probe that point to the handiwork of an leftist Islamist radical coterie that organized itself in the heart of the Union capital, viewers, to issue an hidayat or order to riot. The meticulous plan was executed under the guidance of a Delhi University professor who is also a prominent member of the Lutyens Club that is rabidly anti-Saffron and anti-Modi. So this is a very big expose. Nikunj Garg has been tracking this story. The riots took place, of course, in February on the 24th. You can see some of those pictures there. They were devastating. A large number of homes on both sides of the religious fence on Hindu and Muslim localities were targeted. Many people said that these were not spontaneous riots or even a pogrom, as a group of intellectuals, leftist intellectuals in this country have been suggesting against Muslims, but was in fact an organized instance of violence which was directed and orchestrated to malign India's reputation and image. Amit Shah had said this, the Union Home Minister. Now it appears that the WhatsApp messages that have been recovered from instruments, telephones, as well as other very, very incriminatory evidence points towards the role of a coterie which was active. Now, Nikunj Garg joins us. Nikunj, what can you tell us? This is a gang of leftist Islamists that has been tracked. Incriminating proof has been recovered. What is the nature of this proof?
Well, Rahul, apart from the technical evidence that you are talking about, WhatsApp recoveries and cyber forensic recoveries that have been made by the Delhi police in its investigations, crucial part is, and that is admissible without doubt in a court of law, and my sense is, though I cannot confirm it right now, but my sense is that 164 CRPC statements in front of a magistrate have been recorded. Nonetheless, what I can confirm is that statements have been recorded in front of the statements that are part of the investigation process now, in which members of the general public have come forward and told the investigators that we cautioned the group of members who are protesting, who are organizing sit-ins and who are organizing special kind of activities meant to aggravate the situation, that your commentary and your actions can lead to communal riots. And still nobody paid heed, quite clearly indicating to the fact that the design was to take the protest in that particular direction itself. So multiple recorded statements with the Delhi police now point to the fact that it was a pre-planned conspiracy, and despite being cautioned in advance, the organizers of these sit-ins, of these aggravating activity organizers, had absolutely no thought of stopping in the tracks, and therefore they disregarded the protestations coming from the members of the general public, who have now recorded their statements, which, as I said, are completely admissible in a court of law.
Well, let me tell you, this is very, very important what you're telling us. So these are eyewitnesses who saw this group of Islamist leftists who were working perhaps to disrupt the tour of President Trump and malign the country by invoking a situation as we have seen on the ground. Now, very, very interestingly, the information that has been gleaned by you, Nikunj, points towards certain words that have been used. Hidayat, circulated on WhatsApp groups on ways to sabotage peace. These have been used by the investigators, this word. Also, one of the conspirators clearly mentioned that Hindu-Muslim karwana padega. Now, what is the context of this?
Absolutely, and I'm glad that you asked me that question, because Rahul, in this country, there's a lot of consternation about the fact that the right-wing groups are somehow being completely allowed a free run, and that is leading to kind of communal disturbances and other aggravating situations on our social fabric. But But somebody has to also mention the other side, which is creating aggravating circumstances, which is also having probably equal or more damaging impact on the social fabric of this country. But whenever any such thing is pointed out, it's unfortunate that a group of individuals will come forward and say that you are doing it at the instance of the ruling establishment and that you are establishment crony. But the facts are very stubborn things. They refuse to go away. And investigation and finally scrutiny in a court of law is all parts of collection of facts. So there was a special committee that was formed. It was a 3-tier committee. On the top of the committee were ideologues. In the middle were the influential activists who could influence, mind space, who could garner momentum in favor of any particular sit-in, protest, or situation. And then at the 3rd tier were the operatives who had to actually physically go protest on the various protest sites, carry out the protest, create situations which may lead to further aggravation in the already distressed communal fabric or already distressed social fabric. So this was the process. And in one of the meetings, one of the ideologues of that committee, a few-member committee, said, and all this is, remember, in the context of anti-CAA protests that were being organized at various protest sites in the capital. The idea was that only the peaceful protests are not yielding the required impact or are not bringing out the required impact on the scene, and therefore Hindu Musalman karwana padega. And when I particularly asked the investigators about the fact that how do you corroborate this, they said that we have independent evidence which quite clearly points not only to the forensic evidence, but my sense is that statements have again been recorded with the police which point clearly to this fact and this dialogue.
Well, reports that have been seen by Nikunj Garg, 9 major findings, viewers. And remember, a professor of Delhi University who is thought to be the mastermind and also, of course, one of the primogenitors of this leftist lobby committee is under the lens. So this needs to be put out there because we're not naming anyone right now, viewers, because it would be unfair on those individuals and of course on the investigation. But let me just take you through some of the findings as accessed by Nikunj Garg, and I want to come back to you. Nikunj, special committee was formed to aggregate the situation ahead of Trump's visit. Special committee organized dharnas and blockades at many sensitive places. 19 sites were specifically chosen by the conspirators and the masterminds to stoke communal tension. Northeast Delhi was chosen as a target due to its combustible mix of population. So this was not some random location that suddenly erupted because Hindus lost their rag and went after Muslims. But this was done deliberately in a tinderbox. And remember, this is late February. In the earlier part of the year, late December, there were also incidences in this part of Delhi. And they also acquired a very, very overtly communal nature. So this area was already disturbed, Nikunj, and therefore it was a tinderbox waiting for someone to throw a match. And that is exactly what happened, because even though these people were trying to aggravate the situation, you're saying that there were some kind of resistance from the locals, but that didn't thwart these people. That made them perhaps more determined to go ahead. And apparently all of this was funded also, Nikunj, from sources that are now being difficult to explain by these individuals. Is this true?
Like I tell you one clear case. A large tranche of money has come into the account of an individual who is now behind the bars through a driver's account. The claim is that the brother-in-law of that individual who is behind the bars transferred that money, but when the claim is further probed, the money actually has originated from a driver's account. Now you can ask that how is the driver in a position to transfer lakhs of rupees, and these are not small sums that I'm talking 10, 20, 50,000. I'm talking of lakhs of rupees in a position to transfer a certain sum of money into the suspect's account, which suspect is not in a position to explain. So when I put this out, I've done my homework and I've gone through all this, and therefore I know the entire nitty-gritty in the direction in which the investigation is moving. Therefore, as I say again, that even in North Northeast Delhi, Rahul, there were vantage points that were blocked on a purpose. Because remember, Northeast Delhi, unlike any other part of Delhi, is extremely congested. Right on the each side of the divide of the road, there are one side is the stronghold of a particular community, other side is a stronghold of one community. So if you block one entrance or one exit, the entire area's traffic is thrown in a disarray and people cannot move out. So obviously the reaction would be much stronger compared to any other part where people may have other accesses or exits. So therefore, even the protest sites, apart from the geography of Northeast Delhi, were chosen with a purpose to evoke a reaction, and it finally did evoke a reaction, not only from one side, but also from equally from both sides when the aggravation finally took the shape that they wanted it to take.
Well, this is very serious, and you're saying it's all backed now by not only the electronic evidence in the form of WhatsApps, which name some of these individuals and, of course, identify them to some of these provocative and nefarious messaging, but also eyewitnesses have corroborated and deposed before a magistrate. Now, this becomes almost a watertight case. Stay on with me, Nikunj, because I'm going to open this out, and I know that certain guests on this show will try to second guess this, and I want you to answer them when they raise doubts about this investigation. So let's put Nikunj also there. I want to bring you in Abbas Hafiz, Arif Iqbal. Let me begin with you first, Arif Iqbal. This is the first confirmation that the entire attempt by a group of activists who call themselves the upholders of secularism in this country to suggest that this was a pogrom against one community instigated by the majority community is falling flat. This is a serious indictment of that mischievous attempt to divide India further. Serious.
Well, Rahul, let me begin by saying that I am not privy to the report that has just been put out by your correspondent. And having said that, I will agree that there is a conspiracy angle that the police is investigating into. As of now, in all these cases, over 800 cases and 4 or 5 prominent of them, this particular detail that your correspondent has put out, it has not been mentioned. Even while opposing the bail of some of these people, none of these details have been put out by the police. So I'm not sure from where all these details have come to your correspondent.
I don't think you're,
for the moment,
I don't think you're right about that, Arif Iqbal, because Nikunj Garg is going to come straight.
No, I am not.
No, 1 minute. He's going to explain it because this is the first question I asked of him. So wait a minute. No, wait a minute. You know, we don't put out half-baked news. It's a very sensitive story.
No, so I am not.
No, listen to me. I knew that you were going to raise this question, and therefore I wanted Nikunj to stay back and answer you. Nikunj, it hasn't.
Fair enough.
Listen in.
What I said is that I am not privy to what he said.
Neither are we. That's why it's an exclusive story. Now we are breaking this story for you after doing our due diligence and making... 1 second. Allow us, because I knew this was going to happen. This is going to be another attempt at trying to denigrate this investigation, suggest that it's linked to or being directed by the Home Ministry to come to a particular conclusion, to establish guilt away from those individuals that this lobby thinks are guilty. So Nikunj, explain.
I am not part of any lobby, and that is not
1 minute, sir. Please don't give me, don't. I'm not asking you, sir. I'm not asking you to give yourself a clean certificate, and neither am I, sir, pinning anything upon you. All I'm saying is that there has been an extended attempt over the last 3.5 months, whether it is through articles written in rags internationally, whether they are planted in various other activist circles or in OIC, I am telling you that there is an attempt and it's been very clearly put out. Now, Nikunj, you need to answer because they said this has never come out before. This is a figment of your imagination. You're cooking it up.
Nobody has called it figment of imagination.
Well, sir,
what I've said is
you're implying this. You're saying it's never come out. So, I mean, listen to the answer. Listen to the answer now, please. Listen to the answer. You will get your answer if you allow this. If you allow this debate to go forward, you will get your answer. So be patient. Yes, Nikunj Garg.
So, Rahul, our friend there says, you know, it has not come out. It should not come out because he mentions bail while opposing the bail bare minimum requirement for the investigators is to give out details that are only relevant at that particular point in time, and the rest shall follow in a charge sheet. If they put out everything while opposing a bail, then what's left there in a charge sheet, that too be filed under serious sections of UAPA. More crucially, because these details have not come out before Times Now, and I am calling it an exclusive story.
There you go. There you go. So here it is. Now you answer the questions that I'm putting to you. And let me also bring in, at this moment, MC Abbas and Dr. Sambit Patra and Shehzad Poonawalla. Dr. Patra, look, you have been saying, the BJP has been saying for a while now that these Delhi riots orchestrated. The Union Home Minister also made that claim, but you were attacked from all sides. You can claim vindication tonight, but would you be able to answer another question that is being put, that you're directing these investigations?
See, as far as directing the investigations are concerned, let me tell you in a lighter mode that even in the pre-Vedic era, once God appeared in the pre-Vedic era and he gave a prophecy. The prophecy was Bhagavan Uvachaha iti Anishta Karoti iti communist. The one who does anishta of the calm is communist. That is God's word. I mean, there's certain gospel truth which has to be taken as it is. Communists are always the ones who are always on the wrong side of the fence. Number two, I mean, these are proven facts. Mr. Rahul, I was astonished today to know the fact that there was a special community formed by this band of anti-nationals to see to it that India was defamed when Trump lands in India. It's not for the first time. Remember the last time when the US president, way back if I'm right in 2016, Mr. Obama had come to India.
Yes.
The same gang had tried to defame India by in fact proposing a church attack. And Mr. Obama was literally forced in an event to talk against India, the basic fabric of India. Why do we call these people Tukde Tukde gang? We call these people Tukde Tukde gang because of the scientific reason that balkanization of India is their prime aim. And remember, all these people that you did not name, but some of them did appear in the video. I mean, they all have a history attached to it. Be Teesta Setalvad. Is it not true that Teesta Setalvad was seen, and that this channel broke the news? She was tutoring the ones in Shaheen Bagh against the government interlocutors and the Supreme Court. Is it not true that Arundhati Rai, one of the so-called...
And let me tell you, Dr. Patra, Teesta Setalvad has filed a case against us, saying that you fabricated that news. Can you believe it? The impunity. Caught on camera.
Just imagine. I mean, that which the camera has already caught. The camera has already caught.
You cannot silence the truth beyond a point. Now, viewers, what is very critical to understand is that a government will never adduce false information upon an investigative agency only because it knows that if it does and if it's false, they may well try. But they know that they'll have egg on their faces because the court will not recognize the evidence. So at the end of the day, it's the court that will decide. And the evidence needs to be watertight. And Nikunj Garg is telling us two things tonight. He's saying there's electronic evidence and there are eyewitnesses who have already sworn before magistrates, and the names of these collaborators are with Times Now. We are being very responsible and we are not disclosing these names, but they have been very vocal in public, taking on this government and trying to suggest that the Delhi riots were a pogrom against Muslims. Well, why were they then using the terms Hindu Muslim karwana padega? Shehzad Poonawalla, why would anybody be using this term? Hindu Muslim karwana padega, Hidayat, not my words. This is in the report. 1 minute, MC Abbas. Hidayat is a word. You know the meaning best of that word. Hidayat, instructions circulated on WhatsApp to say ki Hindu Muslim karwana padega. What is the meaning of this, Hindu Muslim?
Rahul, behind this Hidayat is the siyasat. And that siyasat you have to understand. Tahir Hussain had a physical factory of terror and rioting, but behind the Tahir Hussein's factory were the raw materials of intellectual raw material and financial raw material was coming from a cabal of a Mahagathbandhan between Islamist forces and the political opposition to Mr. Modi that had combined its resources together. The intellectual resources and the financial resources coming from the PFI. please, 1 second. Let me complete. I'll give you the proof. I will give you the proof, Mr. Chopra. Why was it that the moment the investigations led to certain people, you made them TikTok stars? Because you wanted to give a narrative that the Hindus committed genocide against the Muslims. Immediately the intellectual resources came to the fore to paint it as a Hindu genocide of Muslims. These are the same people who are involved in the planning of these riots.
Let me tell you.
And these are the same people who are involved in the cottage industry of Modi Virod.
Okay, MC Abbas, listen to these statements. Sonia Gandhi said BJP leaders incited their cops colluded. Asaduddin Owaisi said Delhi violence not communal but a pogrom. Mamata Banerjee, Delhi riots, state-sponsored planned genocide. These are the words. We are not cooked. 1 minute.
Sonia Gandhi say so? Rahul, when did Sonia Gandhi say so? The words that you just used, when did she
What
say
is wrong with
these
you?
words?
BJP leaders incited their cops colluded. This is exactly what Sonia Gandhi said. Why don't you Google it, sir? I'm not sitting here. Listen, you have a problem. You have a problem with everything that is being reported, whether it is known or unknown. The known, just Google it.
Don't be a teaser.
Don't tell me, just Google it. BJP leaders incited their cops colluded. Don't you remember? Sonia Gandhi coming out there. The Gandhi clan also came out there. Priyanka Gandhi, Vadra, Rahul Gandhi all came out and stood. No, please.
She made these particular remarks.
These are the remarks. BJP leaders incited their cops colluded. These are the remarks. Please have a look. I'll give you the date in about 5 minutes. 1 minute. Pinarayi Vijayan, Chief Minister Kerala, outcome of Sangh silencing dissent with violence. So immediately it was given a Hindu-Muslim color. And that is exactly what is being mentioned here, viewers, in the WhatsApps. Hindu-Muslim karwana padega. Look at the way the words were used to incite and then, of course, to spark a communal riot. And the postscript was also prepared. BJP responsible for the rioting, Akhilesh Yadav says. And today, their supporters are now questioning news reports that have appeared publicly. I want you to come in here, MC Abbas. You need to explain to me. You need to explain to me why these individuals are sowing the seeds of suspicion in Muslim minds, making statements even before the investigations have been completed or the charge sheet filed. Listen, 1 minute, Mr. Chopra. Mr. Chopra, 1 minute. I know that the CPM has stood with, 1 minute, the CPM has stood with those in JNU. Today you are standing with this lot. I know the interactions that go on. It will all come out. And we know the leaders' names. And don't forget, sir, that they are associated at some level with political parties that are today pushing this agenda. This will all come out, but I want to bring in MC Abbas quickly. MC Abbas, yes, tell me. Arif Iqbal also there. MC Abbas.
Allow me just a minute's time, Rahul Saab, and I shall explain it to you. These two lines applies to all of us, especially Dr. Sambit Patra. सच्चाई की खिदमत में खुदरत ने लचक दी है, तुम जितना दबाओगे उतना ही ये उभरेगा. Why isn't Kapil Sharma isn't arrested, sir, when he has DCP on the side and he tells before the Delhi riots, as a Trump event is over, we shall see what to do with them. Why is he moving free? What kind of a justice is meted out, sir? Second point, Asaduddin Owaisi raised the right point of pogrom. I will tell you why. According to the section 39 of the Delhi Police Act of the 1978, the LG, the Lieutenant Governor, has all the right and might to invite the army to take the situation of the control when the communal clash is not controlled under 24 hours. That is a question. Why program? I tell you, sir, 19 masjids burnt with 4 cylinders each. 85-year-old Akbari Begum burned alive. Faizan shot after being forced to recite
Listen. MC Abbas, the BJP is here to answer. But you know, you are being very selective. You are being very selective today. You are being very selective. It's not as if Hindus were not. No, it was not as if Hindus were not killed. Shehzad Poonawalla even has the names of the Hindus that were hacked and killed and brutally beaten to death, and their bodies were thrown after stabbings into gutters. But Dr. Patra, respond, Dr. Patra.
See, we also remember the. Can I? Abbas Sahab, हमने आपको सुना. Please listen to me also. Thank you. We are aware of the name of the IB officer, Mr. Ankit, if you remember. So please, let's not make this Hindu-Muslim at least. The propagators and the conspirators were doing it. We should not do it.
Sir,
Number one, and
Ankit's
most
life is
importantly,
important.
Mr.
Also,
Shiv Shankar,
Faizan's life is
Abbas ji, mujhe allow
important.
kariye, Abbas ji, this
Ankit's
is not
life
the way to debate. Learn from
cannot be
others.
more
We never shout in
important
the
than
middle of
Faizan's
others.
life. Both
Please,
lives are
sir, extend me
important.
some
Both lives are equal.
please
Both lives
extend me
enjoy
some
the same
courtesy to
fraternity
complete
and
my
dignity.
sentence, and then you can come in. Thank you. Mr. Rahul, I want to remind you, you should play the video of Umar Khalid. In no two words, I mean, he has mentioned no words to say that, well, yes, when Mr. Trump lands in India, there has to be a conspiracy in place, जिसमें हिंदू मुसलमान
Can you
कराना
play
होगा,
Raja
and we
Singh?
have to
What did
destroy
Raja
the
Singh
fabric
MC
of the
Abbas,
country.
listen.
Yogi Adityanath say,
Listen.
Please,
They
what
must
is
be
this, Mr.
fed with
Abbas?
Listen.
You cannot.
Listen,
I
listen.
can't speak when you were
MC
speaking,
Abbas,
Mr.
listen.
Abbas.
Don't become a heckler.
it's two sides, sir.
Yeah,
Don't become a heckler. Let him respond. You can respond after that, but let him first respond to you. We are having a
Mr.
debate.
Abbas, don't become
We are
a
having a
heckler.
debate here.
Heckler.
Please keep quiet. Listen to one side, and then you can respond. No problems. Yes.
I was just reminding the House of the fact. What was the speech of Umar Khalid? Remember Umar Khalid mincing no words to state that when Trump Sahab lands in India, we have to create mayhem. And let me tell you, Sarjil Imams and Shah Rukhs are there to prove what we are talking about. But let me tell you why this was done, why this concerted effort. The concerted effort was because of three reasons. These leftist Islamists, they felt that going about by the same rule that the Congress party was standing with them for all these 70 years, 370, Article 370 abrogation would not happen. Ram Mandir would never be built. Triple Talaq could never be taken away. It could never be announced as unconstitutional. And finally, CAA could never be brought in. Just in order to derail all these important agendas, which were even stamped by the Supreme Court of India. All
1 minute.
mayhem was concerted.
Okay, so you're saying this is a clash between the progressives and those who are the Islamists. Okay, this is a very, very important point. This is a very, very important point, and today it is Modi and the BJP and Hindus that are being implicated cleverly so that the progressives are also slowly converted to the side of the Islamists. This is a very, very interesting point that has been brought up. I will bring in Hafiz on this. Mr. Hafiz, go ahead, respond. This is the game plan. This is the game plan. This is the game plan.
You talked about you talked about something very important to one of the panelists, that he was being selective, like exactly what Sambit Patra was also doing. He was also naming a particular community. He was also naming a particular group. Why, when we are discussing Delhi riots, is Kapil Mishra shouldn't be discussed?
Listen,
listen.
Aar paar ki ladai. Who used the word aar paar ki ladai? Who used the word aar paar ki ladai? Which aar and which par? Who used it? No, who used it? Wasn't it the Congress president? Wasn't that hate speech? What do you mean by aar paar ki ladai? No, come on. There is an issue here. The issue is that the words are Hindu Muslim karwana padega. Who made this Hindu Muslim? You have been saying constantly it is the Hindus. Today it is coming out. No, today it is coming. 1 minute, sir. Please allow me. Today it is coming out that both communities have been played. No, you stick to the facts, because I don't want you to incite people and spark another law and order situation. This is a responsible debate, sir.
Even I am putting a responsible point, sir.
Rahul, if it is a responsible debate, then you give out names. Don't allege that something has happened. You give out the names of the people.
To justice. I am not saying anything in favor of them. If they are guilty, we must, the government and the Home Ministry must bring them to justice. But we can't be selective.
Okay, 1 minute. Shehzad Poonawala, the charge is selectivism. The charge is selectivism, and let me tell, 1 minute. Let me tell Arif Iqbal, advocate, who has a problem accepting facts, that on 26 February 2020, Sonia Gandhi said these words, and she also called for the resignation of Amit Shah. This is on record. Please fish it out. You'll see it. Yes, Shehzad Poonawala.
Not only Sonia Gandhi, Waris Pathan, the chief speaker at Shaheen Bagh, made those statements. Incendiary statements were made by Umar Khalid and many others. But the point is, despite the names of the victims being Ratan Lal, Dilbar, Nitin, Vinod, Rahul Thakur, Alok Tiwari, Dinesh, Rahul Solanki, apart from that, Ankit Sharma, Babbu, all of these, Deepak, Parvesh, despite these names, the lobby created a narrative that it was an Islamophobic riot, that it was a riot targeting the Muslims.
Shocking.
They wrote articles in those rag pieces abroad that it was a assault of a community. It was a
let me
Hindutva
respond.
forces that were unleashed on the
Let me
Muslims.
respond.
You
These
can
are the
hide-
people who are selective.
Whenever
And
Environment-
today
You can
they
hide
want
behind
because they want
the
to
smoke
control
screen,
the community.
but the facts will always pierce through them. Nikunj Garg, I want to bring you in. I don't want this. I don't want these people today to discredit
Let me
what has
come in.
been a painstaking investigation, a painstaking attempt by Nikunj Garg to work the sources, to get out information. Now, there have been doubts raised, Nikunj. You need to answer these individuals who are saying, oh, well, you see, all of this has never come out. All of this, you see, is all based on selective reading. And then they'll also say that this is cooked up, that this is a dictation that has been given to the media, which is pro one particular party and not the other. So you need to come out and explain. 1 minute. Hafiz, Mr. Hafiz, please. Mr. Hafiz, listen. There is a man who's done his homework. Nikunj Garg doesn't talk through his hat.
Why is Hafiz
He is a
saying-
respected journalist. He has a big credibility quotient.
So let him
And this is
speak,
an
sir. Let him
individual who
speak.
gets
Let him
stories
speak. We are
absolutely
also
right.
waiting
So
for
listen to him. Listen to him and
okay.
you can ask him the questions. I've never stopped you. That's
Sure,
why he's
sure.
here. Nikunj Garg.
Well, Rahul, for those who are wanting to see a more formalized portion of the investigation in the form of charge sheets and further statements in front of court of law, they just have to wait for some more time. Charge sheets have to be filed. Even if you impose sections of UAPA, 180 days is the maximum period you can wait for, and individuals have already been behind the bar for a significant period of time. So I'm quite sure that the police will have to file its charge sheet. In any case, whenever they are opposing the bails, also the mention of the WhatsApp group specially formed to engineer these riots has already been mentioned in a court of law, and not on one occasion but on multiple occasions. Police has gone on record to say that this is all part of a pre-planned conspiracy, and I certainly, as the internal security editor of Times Now, be breaking the stories that have already been put in Times Now. If anyone has a question on the facts, they can ask me facts. I will obviously have to give my viewers, and I am putting this out for a specific purpose. The purpose is that the viewers must know that the prism has light on both ends. It is not only from one prison of a pogrom against a particular community that this should be seen. Investigators are doing a completely fair job, and I must also tell you, Rahul, in the last 15 years that I've seen Home Ministry's dealings with the Delhi police, it's almost just the same. 10 years of the UPA rule and 6 years of this government, it's almost equidistant, that dealings that the ministries have maintained from the Delhi police. So it was not any much different from what it is happening today in the UPA regime. So quite clearly, if anyone was influencing then, anyone is influencing now. Point remains that for the purposes of clarity in the minds of viewers, it is important that important stories are told at certain critical points in time.
I have a question to ask Nikunj Garg, sir.
Policy, and they are
No,
responsible.
but
Their
don't get
leaders
on the
gave
defensive.
hatred
Listen,
speech,
what
full of
happened when the
hatred.
PFI funds of anti-CA riots came out? These people did not accept it, Rahul. You
Now
are
let me
saying
tell
that,
you,
so today we'll accept
I
it
am
when it
going to
comes
leave
court.
the
When
viewers
PFI linked
with a
to the funds of the
tantalizing.
anti-CA
No,
riots
with a
came out,
yes,
did they accept
absolutely.
it?
I don't disagree with you. I think,
there is
Shadad, you're
one
absolutely
point
right. But I'm going to end and move on to another
One
very
second,
important
Mishra.
subject, viewers. But I'm going to leave you with a tantalizing, telltale clue. There are individuals involved in this who have come out in the defense of those who have been accused of rioting in Delhi and those that have been booked. Now you can put 2 and 2 together, viewers. It's not very hard. And you will know who we are talking about. And you can go over their records and you can see for yourselves their point of view. Their point of view.